Cultivation Theory. Cultivation theory was developed in 1960s by George Gerbner and Larry Gross. The theory focuses on whether watching television will influence the audience's perception of real life. He devised the cultivation theory to help people understand the consequence of living in a cultural environment dominated by television. Gerbner perceives that the television had become the main source of information. It argues that people who are exposed to media on a frequent basis for long periods of time are more likely to view the world's social reality as presented by the media they consume, affecting their attitudes and behaviors. How the theory works. Cultivation theorists say that the cultivation effect is the most significant cultural consequence of television. They defined it as a cultural process in which current frameworks, knowledge, and general concepts are cultivated, gradually shaped by exposure to the overall world of television, rather than exposure to individual programs and selections. It occurs in two ways: the mainstreaming and the resonance. The mainstreaming are television's images monopolize and dominate other sources of information and worldviews, particularly among heavy watchers. As a result, television has become the most extensively spread source of images and meanings. The second one, resonance. It refers to when viewers see things on television that are the most similar to their own daily lives. These folks, in essence, get a double dosage of cultivation since what they see on the screen is relevant to their daily life. Periodic examination of television programs that confirmed in viewers distorted perceptions and ideas of reality. So, what is the basic pillars of cultivation? Number 1. Television is the main means to confirm social thoughts and to make television more accessible to all. Its affirmation of social thought. Number 2. Television is the basis of assumptions about standards and facts in life, and it's the one who implants them within individuals. Number 3. The effect of television is not immediate, it's accumulative and appears in individual behaviors. For example, there are many suicides. This is true. And this world is suspicious and not worthy of life. This is a judgment. There are 4 basic assumptions. Number 1. According to the argument, witnessing a lot of violent TV scenes made individuals fearful of a future. Number 2. This violent content has negative consequences and a potentially dangerous impact on people's social attitudes. Then number 3, people tend to assume everything they see on television is true and that this is the world in which they live. Number 4, people have misconceptions about certain crimes, which makes them fearful for their own protection. What about cultivation and the new media? Since Gerbner's death in 2005, cultivation theory research has moved closer to attributing effects to large amounts of exposure to certain sorts of media materials. This material may be disseminated in a variety of ways, including via new media. One way to think about new media is that it empowers every one of us to create a messaging system that molds our perceptions of the social world. Just having additional channels available doesn't fundamentally alter the drive, program development, and distribution.